The local stock market has started the shorter trading week in positive territory. This is after Wall Street posted strong gains on Friday afternoon. Joining me now is our business reporter, Edward Boyd. Ed, traders will be hoping for a little less volatility this week.
Hopefully. Last week was an absolute rollercoaster. We saw the market fall 4% Monday, bounce back Tuesday 2%, fall about 3% on Wednesday. It was just up and down, up and down. Hopefully this week will be a little bit less volatile. Let's have a look at the live chart for the ASX 200. It's been trading for about 20 minutes so far. You can see it's up pretty strongly, up 0.8% in early trade. We're expecting it to lift by 0.2%. So the market is performing a little bit better than expected. It is a shorter trading this week with the Easter holiday on this Friday and on Monday next week as well. If we go to the next slide, we can have a look at what the Aussie dollar's done. It's now above 63 US cents. So remember last week it got below 60 cents. It was buying 59 US cents. It's now up pretty strongly at 63 US cents here on Monday morning. The positivity has really come from the American market over the weekend, where it was basically a list of big products, computer-related products and computer chips and hard drives and things that are being shipped from China to America are only going to have a tariff at this stage of just 20% on them, as opposed to 125%, which is what investors were expecting. So that's been a positive story over in America on the weekend, which lifted American markets, and it's lifted our market this morning. So hopefully there's less volatility this week, Laura, but you never know. Whenever there's a press conference out of the White House, things can change very quickly.
Yeah, well, it certainly can. And that's been proven time and time again. The economic highlight this week is also the March unemployment numbers. What are economists expecting there?
Look, they're expecting the unemployment rate to lift from 4.1 up to 4.2%. They're sort of pricing in about 45,000 jobs. That's the expectation will be created during the month of March. Look, these are pretty important numbers. They come out on Thursday. Tomorrow we'll also get the minutes from the Reserve Bank's recent board meeting. Remember, they kept the cash rate on hold just recently, a few weeks ago. The next cash rate meeting is on the 20th of May, and right now there is a pretty high chance, around 80 to 90% chance of the RBA cutting rates by 25 basis points. But the unemployment figures, the RBA looks at that very closely. If unemployment does rise from 4.1 to 4.2, that's a sign the jobs market is starting to loosen up a little bit, which means it does help the Reserve Bank making that decision to cut rates. So we'll get those figures on Thursday. The RBA will watch them closely, and we'll see the next board meeting just a couple of weeks after the election.
Yeah, well, the 20th of May, isn't it? And when there was all this volatility last week, I mean, the markets were pricing in a 0.5% rate cut,
they were
100% at the next meeting, which is, as we say, the end of May. What are they saying now? They pulled that right back?
They've pulled that back from 50 down to 25 basis points. They're still expecting a cut. They're still pricing in a cut. It's about 80 to 90% chance of a cut at the moment. But obviously with the volatility last week, a lot of economists suddenly thought the Reserve Bank is going to need to cut rates aggressively to really help stimulate our economy again, because lots of economies around the world were starting to have some big shocks hit at them last week, and we saw that on the stock market. So right now there is still a small chance of a 50 basis point cut on the 20th of May, but the majority of interest rate traders are believing it'll be 25 basis points. So
okay.
We'll wait and see.
We will. Ed, thanks so much.